prepared is a must. I can't tell you, my freshman year being an out-of-state kid, how many times I slipped and fell down these stairs when they were covered in ice and snow. I spoke with David Blem, a Pullman native, and Danny Cowles, who's from Boise, Idaho, to get some little tips and tricks on how they survive the winters up here. And it's just as easy as that. Just sweep the leaves off into the curb and just make sure there's no rocks or twigs left in there. All drivers must follow all traffic control devices. For example, signs like this that say no stopping on pavement or stopping on sides of the road. This year I helped her out for her Thanksgiving dinner. The difference this year is that instead of serving food in plates like these, it'll be served on plates like this. The city of Pullman definitely felt the effects of COVID-19. Local favorites like Stubblefield's Bar and Grill that used to be in Adams Mall behind me, and one of the daily grind locations had to close up for good. But on the bright side, students in football are back in Pullman, which means a lot more people are going to be in town to see the changes. But nothing is set in stone. COVID policies are still changing. Pullman weather, especially winter, can make life a little more challenging.
I think they're just wet, cold, gross.
Giant puddles of gross slush are not fun to walk through.
For out-of-state kids like John Peters and Isaac Hessel, or frankly anyone that's never experienced weather that can go from this to this in a matter of hours can take some getting used to.
One day where it started snowing, I was like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? I'm not ready for this yet. And I threw on like 3 sweatshirts at least.
I think thermal underwear is definitely a good thing to have. I need to get some more because I've been too cold.
And they only got a taste of it. With a wet winter expected, temperatures will continue to drop and rain will turn into snow. It can look something like this. Being prepared is a must. I can't tell you, my freshman year being an out-of-state kid, how many times I slipped and fell down these stairs when they were covered in ice and snow. I spoke with David Blem, a Pullman native, and Danny Cowles, who's from Boise, Idaho, to get some little tips and tricks on how they survive the winters up here.
Go slow. Whether you're in a car, whether you're walking, move slower. Give yourself a little more time to get wherever you need to be. Watch your surroundings and be careful.
Big thing is like you have to have a good pair of boots. Like a pair of Converse or your Air Forces, that's not gonna get you to class like you think it is. Like you need to have an actual set of like, whether it be like Terrells or something like that, like a good pair of snow boots that can handle the winter, because that's like the best thing that'll keep your feet warm and it'll help you against slipping on ice and stuff.
Reporting in Pullman, I'm Henry Lenhardt. Getting in your car and driving to get food is something we all do. But recently, blocking the street to wait in line has become an issue in Pullman.
I've been very close to almost hitting somebody because of them pulling out.
People don't understand that it's not okay to have 6 cars lined up in the road while they're waiting for their coffee, and it just causes a major jam trying to get through town.
Most notorious drive-thrus are Starbucks in Cougar Country.
It's really difficult driving down here, especially when this right lane gets filled up. There's always people trying to get out of line just because the line's so long. And when you're driving in the left lane, they almost hit you every single time because they're unaware of oncoming traffic.
I posed this question online to see how the community feels. And Adam and Theo are not alone. Comment after comment came in. Pullman PD put out a statement on Twitter, and they were also flooded with comments. According to this revised code of Washington, saying that all drivers must follow all traffic control devices. For example, signs like this that say no stopping on pavement or stopping on sides of the road. Choose to ignore the sign. That cup of coffee could cost you an extra $139.
That is so much money. That is not, especially just waiting in line for a fine like that, that sucks.
Until either the drive-thrus change or cops sit at these locations 24/7, people are going to have to do their part to make these roads safer. Reporting in Pullman, I'm Henry Lenhardt.